Hello you people. We're going to do something a little different on this video. Here at Tansu Self-Defense, we teach very high momentum strikes. We put the entire body into it with forward momentum, shift of the shoulders, the hips, very heavy. Sort of like when Mike Tyson would unload on somebody in some of his early fights. He would throw everything. The great thing about those is they hit very, very hard. The weakness to that, if there is one, is the fact that there's a lot of lateral movement that a person will see if they're trained. Now, we don't try to strike a happy medium. We either go full blast with everything, or we do something that has no lateral movement, like an eye strike, things of that nature. I'm fixing to show you how to turn an old point sparring technique into a great fight opener. Now, the difference between a point sparring technique is it's just a quick flip because it doesn't need any power. In fact, it's a disqualification if you hurt the person. There's a very popular and quick hand strike called a back fist off the front hand, which is the fastest thing I can throw and the farthest reaching. It's also about the safest. I'm going to put on the old Taekwondo glove here. I'm going to throw this at his head with no body movement whatsoever to tip him off. I'm going to open my fingers to extend the reach, and I'm going to tap him on the head. Now watch my foot. I'm going to fade back a little bit, but I'm leaving my foot sitting in the same spot, so when I launch, I've got more reach. It's deceptive. What I want you to do is hold your hand up and give me about 2 inches, and when you see me so much as hiccup, flinch. You block this thing. Ready? Boom. Now you know what we're doing. Whoa, look at that. You see it? I have gone to his head and pulled back off before he even moves. Why? Because he didn't have any visual cue. Start to say verbal. Right there. As fast as lightning. Now, drop your hand. Are you hurt? No. There's nothing to it. We're going to put something on it. No gloves. All right. If I close my hand, not necessarily even in a clenched fist, just like this, and I roll that wrist backwards, I can take this knuckle, this first knuckle, and put it right in the corner of his eye and nose, exactly where the pads on your glasses would sit. That contact point with your sunglasses or readers, right there in the corner. And look, I don't want to trouble. I'm going to my car. And look, the reason I picked this guy, you see how lanky and fast he is? He's got, again, let me use words. He probably has the quickest hands in here. And if he can't stop that knowing where I'm going and what I'm going to do within a second or two of it, there's no chance in the street that anybody is going to stop that. And when I throw this thing, I'm not going to hit you. Boom, right there, right in the corner of that eye. Will I know how effective it is? Do I know if it works? I'll never know because instantly, that's the trigger, boom, there's the cannon. So, we have, big orange head, hold that. This guy's giving me problems. I don't want to fight. I'm trying to leave. I'm going to my car. See my body language? I'm hamming for the camera. I don't want trouble. I'm working away right there. It flicks right into the corner of that eye. He's almost always going to be looking at you out of one eye or the other. Most people are not stupid enough to get square, and if he does, it'll still work. But right there, throwing that in there, here comes something else. That quick, and then bind. Starting out with this quick, fast shot. It's not going to knock him out. It may not even seriously hurt him, but what it is going to do is cause something like this. You're in a tense situation, having an argument, or trying to have one, and suddenly something hits you in the face. You don't know if you're hurt or not at first. The eyes will close. If I do catch him right in the corner of the eye, it's probably over. But boom, just like that. So here's your setup. I don't want to go. I'm leaving. See, I'm turning my hand. I'm cheating. There it is. Tall guy. There it is. See, I have to get a little downward angle on it. I practice on the little pull chain ball on my ceiling fan, much to my wife's chagrin. But I just stand there and I don't hit it hard. I don't knock it up into the fan. But I touch it. I touch it. I touch it. Over and over and over and over. And I can guarantee you I can put that knuckle in an eye socket every time. If he's anywhere near static or still, and from there on out, combos. So practice that, play with it, be extremely careful in a real person, on a real person, because you really can't hurt somebody with this. But it is an opener, sort of like a step kick to the groin or something. I'll never know if it worked or not, because here comes the big boomer. For Tansu Self-Defense, I'm Instructor 7. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time around.